speaking.
Bake Hopkins speaking back.
Oh, hi, Rita.
Girl, either we have a bad connection or you need to work on your diction.
What I need is time to eat my lunch. Now, what can I do for you?
Not a thing, honey. For a change, I'm going to do something for you.
Oh, you're going to hang up and let me eat my lunch?
Better than that. Julia, tomorrow afternoon, I'm taking you to a very exclusive showing of all the latest kicky fashions.
Oh, Rita, that's very nice of you, and I'd love to go, but, well, I can't.
Why not? You don't work on Saturday.
No, but Mrs. Hobbs had to go to Chicago, so I'm interviewing mother's helpers again.
I understand. If Corey was about 20 years older, I'd gladly sit with him myself. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Mother's helpers.
Hi, Mrs. Baker. Am I too late to see the doctor?
You missed him by exactly 9 minutes. He's now on his way to the high Sierras to commune with nature and a lot of smelly fish.
Is there anything we can do for you?
No, it's nothing serious. But I think I better wait and discuss it with Dr. Chegley. Well, have a nice weekend. Both of you.
No wonder they love her around the water cooler.
You know, Julia, something tells me Miss Dee Dee Vanderjack's condition is a lot more serious than she's letting on.
Oh, Hannah, you've been reading too many movie magazines.
Well, at least that will be continued next Monday. Goodbye.
Don't feel bad, huh? I should have won. Yeah. But let's go play now. You can worry about it later. When? Tonight. I do all my worrying at night. That way I can play during the day. Hey, that's a good idea. Let's go. Hi,
Hello? Listen, I'll pick you up for the fashion show tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Rita, I told you I don't have...
I know what you told me, but that was before I found your mother's helper.
You didn't?
Cross my heart, someone who'll be purely perfect.
Oh, Rita, that's wonderful.
The meeting's all arranged. If you can come on over to my place tonight about 8.
I'll be there. Hello, I'm Julia Baker.
And I'm Eloise James, Rita's sister. So there really is a Julia Baker.
You had some doubts?
Knowing my baby sister the way I do, I doubt just about every other word she says.
Well, I've heard nothing but good things about you.
Even when she tells the truth, she exaggerates.
Hi, Julia. Have you two gotten acquainted?
Oh, after all you told me, I feel as though I'm meeting an old friend for the first time.
Why don't we all sit down?
Mm-hmm. There's more common cab drivers in L.A. than any other city in the world, and they're all on my run. Oh, hello.
Julia Baker, may I present my brother-in-law, Harry James?
Nice to meet you, Harry.
My pleasure, Julia. I'm gonna like her.
You're sure of that already, huh?
You just passed the test. No bad Harry James jokes.
You didn't ask him how Betty was, or if he carried his trumpet in this.
How different I looked without the mustache.
No, but I was just thinking how lucky you were your mother didn't name you Jessie.
Come on, Harry, your supper's waiting.
Okay.
Excuse us, Julia, but with Harry's schedule, we have to eat in shifts around here.
Rita, you can certainly pick a mother's helper. Eloise will be purely perfect. She's mature, she's maternal, and she has a marvelous sense of humor.
Yes, she would be good. But she's not who I had in mind.
She's not? Well, then who?
Him.
Hi.
That's Jim. He'll be purely perfect.
I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to stop at the library.
Yeah, you didn't leave very much for the other people to read.
He's a boy.
Well, Mrs. Baker, I always say call him like you see him.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm 19, and for the last couple of years, I've thought of myself as a man.
A college man.
I meant I was expecting a female.
You thought I had a female nephew.
Rita Hopkins, you didn't say nephew. And for a mother's helper, well, I automatically thought woman.
Why is that, Mrs. Baker?
Because of the nature of the work. It's not just babysitting.
I told him that.
I mean, there are beds to be made and laundry to do, snacks to be fixed for Corey.
No problem.
And cleaning.
In addition to handling the mundane chores, you might consider two other things, Mrs. Baker. I'm a phys ed major, so I've worked with a lot of boys. And second, I want the job so you can get me cheap.
Jimmy, consider yourself considered. But, of course, it's subject to Corey's approval.
I thought you were gonna do all your worrying at night. I was, but it didn't work. Why not? I fell asleep.
Hi, man.
Hi. What a great bike. Wish I could ride it.
Well, be my guest.
I don't know how to ride a two-wheeler, but I sure wish I did.
I'm Jimmy. You Corey Baker?
Mm-hmm.
Anything wrong?
He's got a big worry.
Sometimes, if the worry is big enough, it helps to share it with a friend.
I've been sharing it with L.J. Wagadorn. Yeah, he feels bad because he let down all the guys in our class.
Oh, man, that's a lot of letting down. How'd you manage it?
I'm the fastest guy in my class, but I lost a 37-yard dash.
The 37-yard dash. That must be a new event.
That's how far it is across our playground.
Oh.
Bernice beat me, and she's a girl.
Oh, I see. And you should have won.
Yeah, she's only a first grader, but I tried my very hardest. You really did.
Do you know who O.J. Simpson is?
Sure, everybody knows who he is. Boy, is he fast.
Yeah, now he wasn't always. As a matter of fact, his sister used to beat him in the dashes.
She did? Then how did he get so fast?
Well, he improved his speed the way anybody does. He worked on it.
Are you sure, Jimmy?
Well, I'd better be. I'm gonna be a coach. And if you can dig the idea, I'll help you both.
Okay.
Okay. Now, here's the idea. Now, you see...
Come in, Rita.
Well, look at you.
And you?
Why do women always get all dressed up to go to a fashion show?
Self-defense. It helps to ease the blow when you realize everything you own is out of style.
Did Jimmy get here all right?
Mm-hmm. He came, was seen, and conquered. Corey's wild about him. They even went to a ball game together.
Are you sold now?
No.
No. What's bothering you?
Oh, my feminine intuition. Somehow Jimmy is just too good to be true.
Oh, don't fret, honey. It's a trait shared by everybody in my whole family.
Oh, Rita Hopkins. You silly. In the immortal words of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, you owe me a quarter.
That doesn't sound verbatim, but I think you're right. Miss Dee Dee Vanderjack isn't going to show today.
Hi. Is Dr. Chegley in?
He is, and he's expecting you.
Miss Vanderjagt is here, Dr. Chegley.
Send her right in.
Thanks.
Hello, Dr. Chegley.
Before you pay off, Mrs. Baker, how'd you like to change the wager and up the ante?
What are we betting now?
I'm betting that Miss Dee Dee Vanderjack is with child.
Pregnant?
Or pregnant, if you prefer the medical term. I'm giving even money.
That's not fair. You've been a nurse a lot longer than I have.
I'm not diagnosing as a nurse, but as a woman.
Well, you've been a woman longer than I have, too.
A lot longer. And I can spot that look every time.
In that case, you're on. But I'll have to get the results tomorrow. Right now, the only look I'm interested in is the look of my apartment after Jimmy's first day on the job.
Get set. Go! Hey, that was good. Real good, real good. That's the way.
I beat him.
Well, you got off to a real good start that time.
I beat him for the first time in my life. Are you sure this is how O.J. Simpson started?
Positive.
But if I had neat sneakers like Bernice, I could beat her too.
Okay, once more. Back to the starting line. Get some hustle into it, guys. Hi, Mrs. Baker.
Oh, good afternoon, Jimmy. How'd it go today?
Oh, well, Corey's having a little trouble with his start, but he'll get it.
I really meant your other duties.
Oh, those. Well, I guess you'll have to be the judge of that.
So I had to work late last night while the great healer made his diagnosis.
And? Is Miss Vanderjagt enceinte or not?
She is.
Really? Doctor said so?
No, he didn't, but I do. We ran an upper GI series on her, and it was such a waste of time.
He diagnosed her condition as an ulcer?
Yeah, he was still flirting with her when I left. I don't know who's in for a bigger surprise, him or her.
You can't argue with science, Hannah. And they don't come any better than Dr. Chegley.
Julia, long before science, there was feminine intuition. And I'm willing to go along with mine.
Yarby, is that coffee brewed yet?
You bring it to him.
Is there anything else, Doctor?
Yes, Baker. Sit down.
I'm sitting, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. And very nicely, too. Julia, there has been an ugly rumor going around that you're a woman not only of considerable beauty, but of remarkable insight.
Well, I hadn't heard it.
Now, apropos of that remarkable insight, tell me, what's bugging Yarby?
Are you really sure something is?
Oh, I can read her like a brook.
That's book.
No, Brooke. She's always babbling. Now, what is it?
Well, I'm sure you know Hannah reveres you as a physician. And she'd be the first to agree that you are overworked.
But
But in the Vanderjagt case, you know, tall, blonde,
yes, I know. What about her?
Nurse Yarby, she doesn't quite see eye to eye with your diagnosis.
She doesn't see eye to eye with my diagnosis.
No.
Yarby! Unacceptable!
You bellow?
I did. Dr. Yarby.
Uh-oh.
I think I better be getting back to my desk.
No. Stay right here, nurse. This should prove very educational. The confrontation of a GP with a specialist. Doctor, it has been reluctantly brought to my attention that your field is diagnostics.
All I meant
Which
was...
brings us to the Vanderjagt case. In your expert opinion, if she doesn't have an ulcer, what is her problem?
I think she's pregnant.
Pregnant! You heard that, nurse.
Yes, it was nice and loud.
And on what do you base your findings, Professor?
My feminine intuition.
Ah, a fascinating new field of research.
The lab report will be back tomorrow, Dr. Chegley. If it says ulcer, I'll eat that report in triplicate.
Deal. And I'll make the coffee that you can wash it down with.
And I think I'll stay home sick tomorrow.
Miss Hopkins speaking. May I help you?
No, you've already done that. I just thought by way of thanks I'd buy you some lunch.
Today, Julia?
What's the matter? Did I catch you on a diet day?
No, I never diet when the other guy's buying. But I really think I'd better pass. I'm just too pooped. It's reinvestment time, and we've really been swamped.
You really do sound tired.
You better believe it, girl.
Well, I do want to thank you for Jimmy. I couldn't be more satisfied. It kills me, though, that his wash turns out so much whiter than mine used to.
I'll tell him you said so. Listen, I've really got to run now.
Oh. Baker?
Yes?
If Dr. Yarby is out of surgery now, would you escort her in here, please?
Right away.
Ah, ladies, do come in and be seated. Doctor and nurse. Now, I know you're both eager to get back to your merciful duties, so I'll not keep you long. Nurse, would you summarize the Vanderchak lab report for your distinguished colleague?
Dee Dee has an ulcer.
I don't believe it.
Believe it.
I believe it.
My coffee is ready anytime you are, Nurse Yarby.
Oh, Dr. Chegley, you're not seriously going to let her...
Julia, it was my idea. I would have bet my severance pay that Vanderjack was pregnant.
She is.
She is?
Mm-hmm.
But this report says ulcer.
That one does. And this one says pregnant. Dee Dee has an ulcer, but she's also going to have a baby.
What a parley.
Poor Miss Vanderjet. I knew that walk was going to get her into trouble someday.
When Hannah left the other night, Dee Dee told me she thought she might be pregnant. See, she's kept her marriage a secret.
Why?
Well, her boss is one of the biggest wolves in astrospace. He's never kept a married secretary over 1 week.
Doctor, is your coffee any good?
It's better than Yarby's.
Then why don't we all drink a toast to feminine intuition?
Oh, good idea.
And if it's all right, I'd like to leave a little early to check mine. So that's Jimmy's secret for getting his wash so much whiter than mine.
Yeah, I've been helping him a little bit.
Mm-hmm, like with the laundry, the beds, and the snacks.
Honey, I think you'd better fire that boy.
Fire him?
Mm-hmm. 'Cause I just can't hold down 2 jobs.
Aunt Rita, I'm here. Oh, hi, Mrs. Baker. You're home early, aren't you?
No, I'd say I'm about 3 days too late.
Oh, you've seen Aunt Rita.
Mm.
Has she gone?
Yes. I gave her time off for good behavior.
Mrs. Baker, if you'll let me, I can explain.
And beautifully, too. Your problem was never words, Jimmy. But your performance lacked a little something. I think you took advantage of your aunt because you're lazy.
Lazy?
Here's what I owe you.
Lazy? Mrs. Baker, I asked my aunt for help because I needed help. I'm in the middle of finals, I'm managing a little league team, and tutoring on the side for extra bread.
Well, then, you shouldn't have taken this job.
And why not? If a guy is gonna make it, he's got to really put out. That's how they landed men on the moon, and that's how I'm gonna make it too, big.
This is just an apartment, Jimmy, not the moon. And I just don't think...
Give me 1 more week to prove myself. Finals are over tomorrow, and I'll have a lot more time. Please.
All right. On one condition.
Anything.
See that your dear old Aunt Rita gets a present out of at least half of this. Is that a deal?
It is a deal. Thanks again, Mrs. Baker. And believe me, next week you see a brand new Jimmy James.
Jimmy, I did it!
Did what?
He beat Bernice in the 37-yard dash. I got a great start.
That's beautiful.
You should be real proud too, Mrs. Baker.
I should. Why?
'Cause I beat Bernice skipping rope too.
Oh. That's wonderful, Corey.
Yeah, but your mom is still the greatest.
Oh.
Go ahead, Mrs. Baker, show them.
Oh, Jimmy. Okay. Ah!